Manever I say ma PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV there, o see them yopo.
Mema wakwaba e de ba PENDREAM TV so make sure say obe subscribe to channel no click bell so say the news to our sabit me aka ntem no watie afa so make sure say obe like na wa comment no share ama afoforo so nsaka na comment section ho so no opese wo kire wa adwen obetimi e de wa adwen kire ato honom na amanfo so anya bia kenkan na onim say PENDREAM TV de eye nsem a ekoso Ghana yam politics mu ne de ba na yasaka ya ne de abranti na so me video I saka pese no che na ye de ba nti me mo modern astro so obehwe video we amana si awie na wa kire wa adwen e comment section na se yenko video.
I mean, to be honest with you, I just can't understand what is happening. You know, it's extremely difficult to understand, especially when you listen to people in government, especially those who have responsibility for dealing with the problem. I mean, I was so very astonished when I heard a minister explain that this Dumsor is better than the Muhammad Dumsor. I said, my goodness, is this where we have come to? That we voted for a government to come and give us a better Dumsor. How can any Dumsor be better? I mean, incredible. But this is how our elected leaders are talking to us. Total disrespect. They are not mindful of their responsibilities. You know, they are talking to us like they are grandchildren. You know, even grandchildren need to be respected. But this is their response. Now, as I sit here, I cannot put my finger on the cause of this situation. It's difficult.
Yesterday on this program, I had Dr. Baumias, the chair of the Manifesto Committee on Energy here, and the chair of the NDC's Manifesto Committee on Energy, John Napo here. So Nana Mensafua and John Napo was here. They were here. Now, they both agreed that we have a problem with acquisition of fuel to power plants because the data shows that we have 5,500 megawatts. Now, assuming that there is a maintenance and some other things, and for that reason, even 1,000 megawatts is off. It still leaves you with 4,500. Peak demand is about 3,800. Let's put it at 4,000. So what it means is that with your 5,500, even if 1,000 is off as a result of maintenance and many other things, that's not even the case. But even assuming that 1,000 megawatts are off for routine maintenance and everything, you still have 4,500. Your peak demand is 3.8. You can push it to 4,000, which even leaves you with a reserve of 500. And so, if you have GridCo telling you that this week you should shed off 500 megawatts and all that, the cause is obvious. There are plants that are operational, that are okay, but the fuels needed to power them are not available because government simply cannot afford. And according to the Honorable Napo, which was not disputed, Parliament brought all the players to Alisa. You remember that the Honorable Atachia demanded for a timetable after the issue. And all of them agreed. So all of them made presentations. The ministry itself, Energy Commission, GridCo, ECG, VRA, all of them, NETCO, all of them. And the conclusion was that the plants are there to provide electricity. But government does not have the money to purchase the fuels needed to power these plants. And that is why we are where we are.
Yeah, Randy, unfortunately, I've heard this explanation before, and I heard it from John Napo months ago. But persistently, it's denied. Anytime this
He says now the meeting, which was recorded, and all of them made their presentations, that was the agreement. And President Safar did not disagree. All he said was that they have a strategy coming up.
From here,
Yes.
go and put a microphone in front of the Minister of Energy. He will deny. That's the point I'm making. Because all of us know that when it comes to capacity, we have long exceeded the capacity that we need. In fact, by the time John Mahama's administration left office, we had exceeded the capacity. In fact, they themselves, when they came into office, complained about excess capacity and said that we were paying for excess capacity and it was not healthy for the economy. So we know that capacity is not the problem. But they will deny it. Anytime you put a microphone in front of them, they deny it. You understand? And for me, the worst thing is this thing about, oh, our Dumsor is better than the Dumsor before. Dumsor better. It's incredible, you know. Everybody, including industry, people in industry and in commerce and so on, and ordinary citizens have been calling for a timetable. That timetable is not being provided. So this whole power outages has become erratic, completely erratic. So in addition to the fact that, you know, the power is not available to consumers and so on, we have a situation where people's appliances and so on are getting destroyed, recklessly destroyed. The number of fridges, the number of television sets and so on which are getting destroyed, it's amazing. Now in industry, it's even worse because huge expensive machines are getting destroyed. I don't know what is happening at Metro TV. Maybe you have a standby generator and you have an automatic switch and so on. But if you go to the radio and television stations, many people's equipment are getting destroyed as a result of this clear case of mismanagement. I mean, the non-provision of a timetable is a clear case of mismanagement. You understand? And then in the midst of all of this, you find the PURC and other state institutions coming up with gibberish. Yesterday, I read a statement which said that if you extend electricity to your home or workplace and you buy your own poles and so on, there will be a refund of up to 60%. Is that what we need now? The power is not even there. You understand? So we want a focus on the resolution of the concrete problem that confronts us today. And it doesn't appear that there's any insight. Now, I believe the explanation which has been offered by George Napo and others, that the real cause of the problem may be the fact that we don't have, you know, funds to purchase the fuels. But you see, listen to the finance minister, I think 2 days ago or so, made a fantastic statement about how the economy is on evil kill and things are fine and so on. And then they are quoting inflation figures and so on. The point is that for a very long time we've not been paying our debts.
Kwesi?
Yes, sir.
Kwesi?
Yes, sir.
Just with this electricity situation, the government itself agreed to pay 200 million Ghana cedis for MDAs and all that, their consumption every month. From August of last year, government has not been able, and this is what government must pay to the cash waterfall mechanism, that 200 million cedis a month from August till today, they've not been able to pay one cent.
Randy, this is exactly what I'm talking about. We are told that the economy is recovering and so on. And yet, even at the time when we are not paying the debts which have accrued, we can't make payments for electricity, we can't make payments for nothing. So how did the economy improve? How did the economy improve? When we start paying the debt, what will be the real figures? The real figures. So look, I think that we need to do something more radical. We need to do something very seriously and very soon in order to address these difficulties that we have. Of course, the independent power producers are still complaining about the amounts which are owed to them and so on. So even if you're able to bring in fuel to power the machines and so on, that will be another problem waiting to explode in our faces and so on. It is time to open up so that everybody, all citizens who have the knowledge and the skills and so on, can make a contribution to the national discussion on how to resolve the fundamental problem, which is economic. The fundamental problem is economic. Because the way we are going, I wonder where we will go. We are doing this approach. The approach we have is that, there's a crisis in electricity. We focus attention, stop everything, solve that problem in electricity, and then the problem emerges in health. Then you stop everything, fire brigade approach. You rush there, you tamper with the problem and so on, and then the crisis emerges at another place. Then we rush there and so on. There's the fire brigade approach. You don't deal with the national economy with a fire brigade strategy. And I am very, very disappointed about the way we have handled this Dumsor problem. I'm really very disappointed.